progress. We have as our title or our theme of this all-important convention an exercise in democracy that we rejoice in and we are happy to participate in. Unity and progress is the theme. And we have heard, even before Your Excellency, Mr. President, before you came, we have heard of the changes and the reforms and the improvements you have made from a number of beneficiaries and witnesses. I would like to point out one, taking unity and progress as my point of contact. As we heard during the prayers, there are 31 APC governors now, whereas you started just a little over 2.5 years ago with about 21. Sir, you have made Nigeria a more unified country. And whilst we all believe in democracy, that unity of purpose at this critical time will allow you to lead us and propel us further, particularly in terms of economic gains and reducing poverty. You are quoted as saying you inherited the assets and the liabilities of your predecessor in office and that is fair enough. But you faced the reality. For many years, there were ignoring of those economic realities that meant that the economy was going in the wrong direction. We did not have refining of local crude. We did not have the free market in foreign exchange or even petroleum products, and so on and so forth. However, what that meant was that we couldn't attack poverty, and more mouths needed to be fed. And poverty was not reducing. With your courage to act, we have, Mr. President, faced the moment of reckoning. We did not continue with a broken system, and you took bold steps to fix it. So by choosing to act, you chose courage over comfort. You chose reform over delay. And you chose Nigeria and the people of Nigeria over politics. These were not easy decisions, but they were necessary. And what we have done is to reset Nigeria's economic foundation, remove distortions, have improved the fiscal situation, and rebuild credibility, both among Nigerians, the women, the youth, the ordinary people, as well as our international partners and investors. As was mentioned by the chairman of the National Convention Committee, the hardship we see today is there, but it is the cost of correcting imbalances. And what matters, as he said, is the direction of travel, because now the economy is improving. Growth has strengthened. It has doubled from 2% previously before your time to now the economy is growing at a rate of 4% per annum, which is still not enough. Your target in the medium term is 7%, so that millions of Nigerians can be taken out of poverty in a reasonable time. Stability is returning, confidence is rebuilding. And so, on the basis of this stabilization, the giant has reawakened, and you are setting us on the road to your target, which we key into, of a 1 trillion naira economy. So the question before us is, do we rise to this destiny? Do we rise to this challenge, or do we shrink from it? we believe that we are going to build on the foundations you are living and go all the way to growth, to jobs, to reduction of poverty, to a $1 trillion economy, a vibrant economy. And of course, you are doing it by leading us in the area of power and energy. A huge program with the World Bank, a grid asset management company that will invest private sector money in the power sector to provide more electricity. In agriculture, just yesterday, you approved more support for farmers. You approved more support for small-scale industries through Bank of Industry, and you are building on what our technical partners, our development partners are helping us do in the agricultural sector, including help for farmers at this time of elevated costs, as we know, are related, amongst other things, to what is happening in the Middle East. The young people are benefiting from your huge program in the digital economy to give them the currency they understand: data, automation, technology, fiber. That will enable them to Jakbada. Instead of Jakba syndrome, we will have Jakbada as they benefit from selling their services from here. So let me round up this discussion and intervention on behalf of my colleagues on the Federal Executive Council by repeating our heartfelt humility and gratitude at having been chosen to be members of your team to deliver your renewed action plan and agenda. But we must, along with Nigeria as a whole, have confidence that we must stay the course, from stabilization to growth, from hardship to opportunity, from potential to prosperity. You have corrected the distortions, stabilized the economy, we have restored credibility, we have begun reversing poverty. Now we must complete the journey. This is our mission. This is our moment. This is our mandate under your renewed hope agenda and action plan. I thank all that have organized this